I'm Paula Marie, the Ebony Biz Diva. I'm a speaker, author, educator, podcaster, and online business trainer. I'm the queen of Free.99. I train and support business owners on the Free.99 options that will help their businesses operate saving money while making money. Hello, hello, hello. It's your girl Paula Marie, and today's tutorial is going to help you be able to outsource, delegate, and really get those daily tasks, those weekly tasks that don't help you generate revenue, but you do need to do them. Be able to give those off to other people and know that your passwords and your information is secure. We are working with the beautiful app LastPass. So LastPass is a password manager, a vault app, and you can use it for so much more. So I use it for my personal business, and I also use it for my private, my uh, business. Okay, and I also have my mom on LastPass because it is a password um, vault. So she is notorious for mixing up her passwords and not knowing which person she used, what number she used, what place she used. So we had her set up on LastPass on her phone. And the beauty is once you save a password to LastPass, it's there. And you can also share LastPass, your LastPass vault with a specific person. So if you're hiring a virtual assistant or thinking about it, now you can safely share the information with them without them seeing what your actual password is. What LastPass will do is it will generate a password that is specific to the user, and then you can change it or delete that password when they're finished with the job. So it's very super safe, and I like it. I've used it a couple of times. So let's get into what LastPass is all about. So you can see here that it says to upgrade to premium for only $3 a month. So it's super, super affordable, right? Easy to upgrade from Free.99. And what it does is it stores your password. It'll ask you if you want to store it, and it will just store it inside of its vault. And it will do that with websites, apps, um, and it also does it with bank accounts, and you can write notes in here. But this is what your vault will look like. So your vault is where you house all of your passwords. And here's what it looks like on my phone. I rarely go into my LastPass unless I'm searching for a password. And sometimes I do have to search for a password, especially if you're updating your phone. I'm sorry. And when you update your phone, everything is always askew, right? But with LastPass, if it doesn't update the passwords, I can just log into my LastPass, go into my vault, look at my Hulu, and it'll tell me exactly what the password is. So I love LastPass. So my account is already opened it, so you would be able to see me log in. And I wanted to show you what is available. You have here cloud apps, passwords, notes, addresses, payment cards, bank accounts. So very important if you have an assistant or you have someone that is purchasing things for you, making online purchases for you, they're able to do that without having access to your card. They have to use it through your LastPass account that you've set up for them, and then you can always deactivate that account that you've set up for them or change the password periodically, but you never have to hand over your physical card. And so that's the the beautiful thing. And you can have as many accounts as you want. You can see I have a lot of different accounts here, but a lot of the accounts I use, they're the same. They just are repetitious because I have multiple emails, multiple businesses, so I use them for multiple things, and I try to keep my receipts very separate. So Mailchimp is an example. I use Mailchimp, and here's all of my Mailchimps. my link trees, they're all here. So um, let's hit the show me around. Your passwords are all stored there. You can make important notes there. Your address is there. If there's personal information, client information, you can store it there. Your payment cards and your digital wallet and your bank accounts. Now, you can share things with a secret account, and this is the center that you want to go to when you want to grant someone access. So let's say you're my personal assistant and I want to grant you access. So I go to the sharing system, and then you can click here to add items to fill your vault. So I'm going to click this. Hold on, let me get there. And then when you're ready to get started, you can. So I'm going to click the plus sign. Okay. And then this is what it asks you. It asks you if you want to store a password, if you want to secure a note, an address, a payment card. So this is what it looks like if you do it manual. But like I said earlier, every time you enter a password, your computer or phone is going to prompt you to save it into LastPass. And you have the option to say yes or no. So you have the option to decide what the vault receives and what your LastPass vault does not. So let's go to Sharing Center, because this is the big thing, right? So when you're managing sharing folders, you can share with others, and then people can also share with you, right? And you have that option to be able to do that. So I shared an account with my personal assistant, and this is their email address, right? So that account is deactivated. So, and I love her to death. I use her for other things, and I use her on my other business accounts. But as soon as I'm done with that specific thing, that specific item that I needed them to check off the list, then I change the password or I change the access, because if I don't change the access to it, then they still have access forever and ever. So you never have to worry about someone always having access. And just because, and Gladys only had access to Google, she did not have access to my Linktree, my Mailchimp. You have to physically designate what you want them to have access to. So I'm going to hit the plus, and then you'll see. Let's say I'm going to put someone's name in. I'm going to put my name in just so you can get a sense of how that works. Great. Now, you have the option to allow the recipient to view the password. If you check this off, they will have access to the physical password. If not, then they never will. Now, this side here gets interesting because now I can scroll through and I can give Ebony Biz Diva information to share. So she's going to be able to go into my Canva account. It's going to automatically upload the password to her. And then when I share it, oh, maybe because I can't use myself. Okay. Duh. Let me see. Well, anyway, you know how that works. So this one is pending, and I'm just going to take it out. I'm going to cancel that invitation. But once you submit it, it sends an invitation, and then that person has to receive the invitation and accept it. And once they accept it, then they're allowed the link to be able to access. So I thought that this was really interesting, and I wanted to be able to share that with you. I'm going to cancel this invitation since I can't share to myself, Canva. Um, but I thought it was interesting, and I wanted to make sure that you had this because you may not be ready for a virtual assistant, or you may not be ready to actually, here's the email. Let's open up the email. You may not be ready to add someone on now, but it's good information to know later on. So I just received my invitation to accept the shared data that I submitted to myself. So all I have to do is hit this button, and once I hit this button, or your recipient, once they hit this red button, they're able to share that account, only that specific account that you shared with them. That's it. So I'm going to delete this email, and that is the beautiful world of LastPass. I hope you enjoyed it. And this is your girl, Paula Marie, aka the Ebony Biz Diva. So enjoy the rest of your challenge. Remember to email me if you have any questions about any of the video tutorials that popped up over the last few days. Just email me directly and I will email you back. And don't forget the Facebook group. The Facebook group is a perfect place for you also to hang out, ask questions, but also to look at the questions that everybody else has been asking as well. So you want to go to the 10-day, 10 free 99 apps and sites challenge Facebook group. Alrighty, I'll see you inside. Have a great one. Bye.